This is TWiT.
Apple, as of this morning, has launched a new app. This morning, as we record this on Tuesday, February 4th, has launched a new app called Invites, or Apple Invites. And it is an app that lets you create and send invites to events to basically anyone. It works for the person who's receiving the invite can visit the invite on the web, can use the app itself, but has multiple ways to do that. You do need an iCloud Plus subscription in order to create invites. What is cool about this Invites app, and what I think sets it apart, is it's an RSVP app that has built-in integrations for a shared photo album, so that automatically people who have been to the event can upload photos that they took at the event to this to this invite, which I think is really cool because it means that, you know, those photos that you took and that other people took can all be seen together. It has weather information, location information. It also integrates with Apple Music. So if people have an Apple Music subscription, they can contribute to a playlist for the event. It ties in with Apple Intelligence as well. So you can create custom images for your background for these invites. And you also have the ability to use, of course, the writing tools to kind of rewrite any of the text that you're doing for the invites. It's interesting because I had just heard about this, that Apple was working on this, and I was telling my significant other about it. And then this morning the app came out and I thought, oh, wow, I did not realize it was going to be just right after that we, saw it. So that is available in the App Store. Again, you do need an iCloud Plus subscription to create invites, but you do not need it to receive invites and RSVP to invites and interact with invites. And so that is why, or that is an app that you can, again, get for free. iCloud Plus subscriptions do start at as low as 99 cents a month. So you could kind of join in without needing to spend too much to do this. There are lots of third-party RSVP apps and services out there. One of the main concerns that I've always had about them is handing over not just my contact information, but the contact information of friends and family, and not knowing precisely where that's going or how it's being used. So being able to have all of that in the Invites app, I think, is good because we know about Apple's commitment to privacy and security. So having that all kind of in one place is pretty neat. Rosemary, you're showing us a little bit of it.
Yeah, so I just popped it open and I've thrown in a tour of London for the 26th of April because that seemed like a sensible thing to do. I tapped edit background and then it gave me a whole bunch of ones to choose from, some based on emoji, some photographic ones, and then some color ones. And so under the emoji, I went and I picked a little travel one. I popped in the date. I've selected a location, which I did set to the city of London. You know, I've not been super specific with an address. You can see that's hosted by me, and I've added a little description, come and tour London. And that's automatically added weather. So this time of the year, temperature ranges from 6 to 14 degrees. That is Celsius, I should note, not Fahrenheit. And then I can add my shared album and a shared playlist even if I wanted to. And then when I preview that, I can see what it looks like. And then I can tap next and then actually start preparing it and send it off to, say, for example, Mikah, though I think it's a little short notice for that. But I can also tap to invite individuals instead of just sending it with messages or mail. And also there's the option to approve guests. So, for example, just because Mikah gets a link and clicks approve, does that mean that he's okay to come? I mean, in Mikah's case, absolutely. But in other cases, maybe not. And you do want a final approval over the guest list. So that's quite a nice feature to have as a thing that you can do. So, yeah, and now I have this and I can actually go into the event settings on it just to be clear. And I duplicate it, cancel it, or I will actually delete it because this is not a real event that I created. But yeah, it seems quite simple and fun to do. I can imagine this being great for kids' birthday parties.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I have received different RSVPs in the past, invites or whatever you want to call them, with third-party tools, and I was always kind of dubious. So I like this. I think this is, and especially the encouragement to share photos from the event. That's what I think is the killer feature, so to speak.
Hey, if you liked that clip, well, there's so much more to get by joining Club TWiT. You can watch all of iOS Today, where we cover all things iOS, tvOS, HomePodOS, watchOS, and so much more. It's all the apps, all the tips and tricks, and everything with Rosemary Orchard and me, Mikah Sargent. Join Club TWiT at twit.tv/clubtwit to see all of iOS Today.